So this is the task for minus world ending that I made today. And it's basically almost the same as the current world record by some Wes, except for -2. I also didn't try to make -3 as fast as possible. I just did the clip in such a way that it actually ties some Wes's run in that level. So that's definitely not the optimal clip, but again, I don't want it to be optimal with this task, just to show what you can do in this category. So it's kind of interesting that there are 3 levels with flagpoles in the run, and on 2 of them you can do the full flagpole glitch. So this is one of them. So here you see the full flagpole glitch. And on the next level in -2 we also now do the full flagpole glitch. So we buffer a jump at the beginning of the level, which manipulates the cheep-cheep pattern. And then basically you have to just press right and B the whole time. And here you slow down and clip into the ground, and then you can do the full flagpole glitch. And here in this level you also buffer a full jump at the beginning of the level to set up your subpixels for the clip. And again, this clip is not really great, you can definitely do it faster than that, but yeah, that's the task. So let's go back and take a closer look at -2. So as you can see, you buffer a full jump at the beginning of the level, and then again you can play the level as you want. Probably shouldn't try to kill any of the Koopas, because that might change the cheep-cheep pattern. And this gives you the good cheep-cheep at the end. Yeah, I just got the clip in the run, sure. Not really. Unfortunately, this is a task and not RTA. But I did do the clip in RTA. I can show you later the video of that, but from a safe state. Yeah, maybe I should submit this to speedrun.com and see whether it gets accepted. Kappa? No, but seriously, let's continue. So here, this is, up to here the level is more or less trivial, but here it gets really tricky. So you need to slow down here, and in order to do that, so what you do is you you jump, and then you can release B during the jump, and it's doesn't really matter where you release B. It's just when you land, you go from running speed to walking speed immediately. So for this to work, you have to land on a specific position. And to do that, you have to jump exactly on this frame and then also press jump for exactly 6 frames. So it's double frame perfect. So 2 frame perfect inputs. The A press on exactly this frame and the release of A exactly 6 frames later. So that's already pretty difficult to do consistently. But again, then you release B and you can do it whenever you want during the jump. So there's a lot of leeway for that, so that's easy. That's the easy part. And then when you get here, this is probably the hardest part. So what you do is you have to press B on exactly this frame right here. So that you just get a little bit of speed. You turn around and again, you have to press left for exactly 2 frames. All these inputs are more or less frame perfect. There's very little room for error. I think you can like press right here, for example, and it works, or you cannot press right. You can also, I think, if you don't press left, or you can press left here or something. This works, this combination. I think this, no, this doesn't work. This works, and this works, and this works as well. So there are some kinds of inputs that will all give you the clip, but the rest is really kind of frame perfect. So starting to press B to build up a little bit of speed, turn around, which will slow you down a little bit, and then you have to pretty much immediately press right again to accelerate to get enough speed to clip completely into the wall. And then of course you have to press left here to clip into the wall. And this is what I found pretty difficult about this clip, is that these inputs here where you press right, left, and then immediately right again. I mean, you have only like 2 frames in between, and it's really hard to press right, left, and then right again. So this makes it really hard to do. And again, all these inputs are frame perfect, so if you just change one of them, it doesn't work anymore. Or this doesn't work either. And then even if you get the clip, like here you see Mario hesitates and starts running only here. This is just to show how much leeway you have to make the frame rule. So you can start to run earlier, but it doesn't matter because you will always get on the same frame rule anyway. So this actually saves 3 frame rules over the normal flagpole glitch. And then in order to do the full flagpole glitch, there's still more frame perfect inputs. You have to release B on exactly this frame. Here you can maybe use a cloud as a visual cue. And then these are kind of the reversed flagpole glitch inputs. Instead of pressing left for 4 frames and A on the last, you press A on the first frame. And here you also have some leeway. You can also press left a little bit longer, and it's well, not that long, but this long. Like, I think anything between 7, this is 7, and 3 will work. So there's some leeway. But also these inputs also depend on when you start running. So if you start running earlier, these inputs will change as well. So I'm really not sure how viable this really is. But yeah, so that's the -2 clip. And so what I can show you as well is a video of me performing this RTA, at least the clip, only the clip part. Let me see. Oh, that's not good. Let me do this, maybe. Yeah. Let me make this bigger though. So I recorded this today with a controller cam. So I'm holding the controller in a really weird way to get the clip. So let's play the video. So I completely messed up the inputs at the poll, but it didn't really matter for me, at least. I was so surprised that I got the clip. So what I'm doing here is kind of using my thumb and my index finger to do the quick left, right, left, right inputs. Because otherwise I can't do it. And yeah. So this kind of proves that it's possible to do the clip. And I also have done the full flagpole glitch from a save state after the clip. There's a video on my YouTube channel which shows that. But again, I'm really not sure how viable this really is. But it seems like a good starting point for others, maybe to investigate more and maybe find easier setups or find ways to make this viable, and maybe at some day we will see this in runs.